And we'll fly away.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff, and I am here to review Sicario 2 and Ocean's 8. But before that, there are two movies I really want to see. You see, I haven't been to the cinema in like a few weeks now until today because of the World Cup. I've been watching the World Cup constantly. There's been games on every day, but now there's more days off and it's coming towards the end next week. But the two movies I really want to see are Incredibles 2 and Ant-Man 2, but they're both not out, they're both delayed because of the World Cup. So there we go, it's a win-loss thing here because I'm enjoying the World Cup, but because of the World Cup, there is no Ant-Man and the Wasp, and there is no Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 got delayed till the 14th of July, so it's over a week away. I'll be sure to see that. And because that was delayed, so was Ant-Man, because they're both owned by Disney. But anyway, let's just do what we're here for. Let's review these two movies. Let's start with Sicario 2. I watched this in 4D, and I didn't know that. For some reason I thought it was IMAX, but I bought a 4D ticket. I must have misread it because this movie is not in IMAX at my local cinema, so it was only in 4DX, unfortunately. 4DX for this movie is not recommended, not because it's bad, but the movie is good, by the way, I'll get to that, but 4D is better for something that's action-packed, like Avengers Infinity War, a superhero movie, or Mission Impossible, 007, that's what 4D is suited for, action-packed stuff. This one has good action, but it's a lot of dialogue as well. So, yeah, sort of like when the dialogue happens, there's no 4D effect, so it's like you're just in normal cinema. But anyway, 4D is good. It's a cool thing, especially for superhero movies. Like Infinity War 4D was crazy, but this movie not recommended in 4D. But I do recommend this movie. This movie is good. Believe it or not, I did not like the first one. The first one was popular, very popular actually, the first one, but I didn't like it. I liked parts of it. I liked the characters of Josh Brolin, of Del Toro. I loved some of the characters in it, and I love some of the scenes as well. Some scenes are like really tense, and that's what I love about this franchise. It's like, it has some really tense scenes that makes your heart beat, makes your heart race, like, oh my god, how's this gonna turn out? And I think that's good. And in the first one, the scene at that border, that was probably the best part of the movie, just because of how tense it was. And in this movie, I like this one actually. I like this one much more than the first one. First one I didn't really like, but the second one I actually liked as a movie. It was really interesting the way they took it. Josh Brolin's character, every time he spoke, all I could think of was Thanos, because he is Thanos, so he's obviously going to sound like him. But it's like, there's a scene really early on where he's interrogating someone, and he sounds like Thanos interrogating Gamora. Like, it's like kind of similar in a way, like similar line as well in a way. Del Toro's character is cool as well. I like his development in both movies actually. And there's a kid in this movie. It's an interesting. I was like, I recognized her. I was like, where do I know her from? She was in Transformers. I was like, oh, that's where she's from. But yeah, this movie is about Mexican drug cartels, more or less, and the U.S. government experiences some things on home soil, and that leads to them wanting to start a war, not between US and Mexico, but between drug cartel and drug cartel. They wanted to start a little like civil war in Mexico basically, and Josh Brolin's character was the type of character to do it. I can't remember the characters' names, but basically Josh Brolin goes to Del Toro for help in starting this war, and Del Toro has beef with one of the cartels because they killed his family. That's not a major spoiler, by the way. That was in the first one, not in this movie, so it happened before, but you don't really need to know about it because you'll find out anyway. But yeah, it was a very interesting storyline overall. I like what it did with the characters in general, and it was just really intense. Like, a lot of the scenes were, from start to finish, were just really intense. I was like, whoa. They hit you straight away with something tough, something big. It's like, whoa, okay, calm it down a little. But yeah, dialogue scenes are good as well. The scenes in general just very good, and it's just really tense and much better than the first. I don't know if there's a sequel. I hope there is a nice little trilogy there. That would be nice. I didn't like the first one, but this second one makes me want a sequel. So I hope they make one. But yeah, Josh Brolin, what a guy. He has played Thanos, and he's played Cable in Deadpool 2, and also has played one of the characters in this movie as well. He has had a great summer, hasn't he? A lot of money coming in there for him. He's like 50, isn't he? This movie is good, very tense, improvement on the first one, and yeah, I just really liked it. 8 out of 10 rating. On to Ocean's 8. Now, I promised myself that I would watch the Ocean's trilogy before I saw this. I saw 11, I saw 12, I had a whole day to watch 13, and I forgot. So, yeah, I didn't really need to see it though, because there was no need to see it anyway. But still, I wanted to see like Ocean's trilogy first, and then see this one. And yeah, Sandra Bullock, she plays the sister of Danny Ocean, who is in the original trilogy. And that's the main reason why I wanted to know. Wanted to watch the other stuff to see what happens to her brother and stuff. I need to see Ocean's 13 very soon. But this movie was a lot of it for me wasn't that good, to be honest. Like, I liked some of the characters. Sandra Bullock's character was good. Cate Blanchett's character was good. Rihanna's character was good. Really enjoyed those three especially, and also Anne Hathaway. Those 4 characters out of the 8 mainly, they were good characters and interesting. The rest of them, not so much. Rihanna's a hacker in this, and I think she's just really cool, like how she plays that character. And Cate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock, the main 2 characters, I like what they did with them. Sandra Bullock, Danny Ocean's sister, of course, she just got out of prison, wants to do a heist. It's not just about doing a heist, of course, it's more than that, but I'm not going to spoil the movie, so I'm just going to say, like, she wants to do this heist, but it's more than just about what she's stealing. That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, what I love about heist movies is the actual heist, like the way they do it, the way they pull it off, and the plans you see for it. Those are just always like, it's really interesting and cool, like to see how they pull it off, how they do it. But you see, for most of this movie, gathering the team together, planning it, I didn't really like enjoy it that much. There were some funny jokes that didn't really land for me. But having said that, the third act, which is basically the climax of the movie, the heist itself, and everything after the heist, I liked. I liked what they did. Like from the start of the very heist up to the end of the movie, I liked everything. But before that, not so much. So basically, like a third of the movie, I liked, and it was enough for me to enjoy it. You know, I loved how they pulled off the heist, and it was just like interesting. It's just that for like 2/3 of the movie, I wasn't that entertained. But the ending, the climax, the heist, after the heist, the scenes that they did, it was pretty interesting and just pretty cool in general. And yeah, I liked the way they ended it as well. It was interesting, and I think they're doing more, because if they do another 2, then we have Ocean's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably what they're gonna do, to be honest. But yeah, it was interesting. Just, I'm not gonna give it an 8 like Sicario 2. I'm gonna give it a 7. 7, I think, is more fair. I liked both movies. I liked Sicario more. And yeah, it was certain both movies were good in their own way. It's just that Ocean's 8 for me was pretty good. It was good, but not like anything that special. Sicario 2 for me was actually like pretty good, like really good. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Sicario 2 and 7 for Ocean's 8. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.